Hello, once again, and welcome to morning prayer for Friday, the 20th of May. And this week we've been exploring what it means to live without anxiety or fear. And we continue to do that this morning, thinking about facing death, darkness, and despair. Our devotions this week are led by Phil Togwell. And so we come to pray, and as we do so, let's pause to be still, to breathe slowly, recentering our scattered senses upon the presence of God. God of peace, we offer you our worries. We bring you our brokenness and surrender our strivings. As we rest in your presence, we receive your peace. Let's rejoice in God's help today as we join in the ancient praise of all God's people in the words of Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth should change, though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble with its tumult. Today we're reflecting on the words of a psalmist who was not afraid to face the darkness of death and to sit with the reality of sorrow without feeling the need to lighten the tone and bring a superficial resolution to his pain. We read from Psalm 88, verses 1 to 5, verse 15, and verse 18. Lord, you are the God who saves me. Day and night I cry out to you. May my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. I am overwhelmed with troubles, and my life draws near to death. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like one without strength. I am set apart with the dead, like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more, who are cut off from your care. From my youth I have suffered and been close to death. I have borne your terrors and am in despair. You have taken from me friend and neighbour. Darkness is my closest friend. Few families have escaped the COVID pandemic entirely untouched by grief. Beloved grandparents passed away alone in care homes. Fathers died before their time. Mothers still suffer from long-term effects of the disease. Today's psalm is a lament to heal our troubled souls. If we are to experience the joy of Easter Sunday, we must first stand at the foot of the cross and wait in the darkness of Holy Saturday. We cannot avoid sorrow and grief, for it comes to everyone who loves. And so as we come to pray, we ask, what sorrow or grief am I carrying? Is there sadness or trauma which I have not processed? We pause and pray. And let's think of somebody we know who has lost a loved one recently. Lord, would you bring healing to their wounded heart? Be to them a very present help in trouble. And Lord, as we return to our passage, we open our ears to hear your word and our hearts to yield to your will once again. Lord, you are the God who saves me. Day and night I cry out to you. May my prayer come before you. Turn your ear to my cry. I am overwhelmed with troubles, and my life draws near to death. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like one without strength. I am set apart with the dead, like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more, who are cut off from your care. From my youth I have suffered and have been close to death. I have borne your terrors and am in despair. You have taken from me my friend and neighbour. Darkness is my closest friend. Trouble rarely comes at a convenient time. When crises arrive, bringing grief and pain, they are often overwhelming, just as they were for the psalmist. From this, we can take comfort. And so to our yielding prayer. Lord, I yield myself to the darkness of unknowing. Help me to let go of my need to always understand everything and see my path clearly before I put my whole trust in you. And now, as we prepare to take this time of prayer into the coming day, the Lord who loves us says in Romans 8, verse 26, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. Father, help me to live this day to the full, being true to you in every way. Jesus, help me to give myself away to others, being kind to everyone I meet. Spirit, help me to love the lost, proclaiming Christ in all I do and say. Amen. Sometimes we have to live in that darkness of unknowing. And at times like that, we are reminded that we shouldn't doubt in the darkness those things that we learned of God in the light. Let's hold on to him in our grief and in our confusion. The Lord bless you as you walk with him today. I look forward to being with you again soon, but bye for now.